Hello, welcome to the PM Talk Show. I'm your host, Sila Pandohi.
And I'm your other host, Katya Melendez.
Today we'll be talking about...
Wait.
For what?
We forgot the theme song.
Well, what are we waiting for?
It's the PM Talk Show where we learn about the sun, moon, and earth. Let's get on with the show.
Okay, so Katya will be answering some questions that you guys asked us.
Okay, the first question we have is how does the degree of the Earth's axis and how does the revolution contribute to the seasons? Great question.
Person. Okay, let's answer this question. The Earth's axis tilt is exactly 23.5 degrees toward the northern star.
The tilt is what makes the seasons. If it was tilted towards the sun, then we're in summer. If we're tilted away from the sun, then we're in winter. But if we're tilted neither toward or away from the sun, we're either in fall or spring.
And this also has things to do with the solar angle. If the solar angle is high, that means we're in summer, but if the solar angle is low, that means we're in winter.
The revolution contributes because the hemispheres are either tilted toward or away from the sun. No revolution, no seasons.
Our next question is, how does the length of the daylight affect the seasons?
Well, in summer, when we're tilted towards the sun, there's more time for the sun to heat up the earth, which makes it much warmer.
Well, that's how we all know that we're in summer, spring, winter, or fall.
And when we're in winter, there's not as long of days for the sun to warm up the earth. That's why it's a little colder.
And that's when we have a low solar angle.
The solar angle is not direct on our hemisphere, so it's not as warm.
Our next question is, northern hemisphere seasons compared to the southern.
The equator acts as a line directly between the southern hemisphere and the northern hemisphere.
The southern hemisphere is always opposite from the northern hemisphere. Like, say it's winter in the northern hemisphere, then it's summer in the southern hemisphere.
Because of the tilt. See, the northern hemisphere has more direct rays, but the southern hemisphere has less direct rays, so it's in winter.
And another question someone asked, is the equator visible?
No.
These are many misconceptions that people have about the seasons.
More misconceptions are people think that the earth is closer to the sun in summer than it is in winter. Well, that's wrong.
The earth is actually closer to the sun in winter than it is in summer.
Another misconception is that we're always tilting. We're always tilted towards the North Star and we're always staying towards the North Star.
People think that the earth is straight up and down, but it's actually not.
Okay, now we go on to our interesting facts of the day.
Okay.
Today, we will be talking about equinoxes and solstice. There is the vernal equinox, which starts around March 20th or 21st, which is the start of spring. That they're called equinoxes because it's an equal amount of day and night. There's also the autumnal equinox, which is September 22nd or 23rd, which is the start of autumn.
There's a summer solstice, which starts June 21st or the 22nd. It's actually the longest day of the whole year, and it has more sunlight. The winter solstice begins December 21st or the 22nd. It has the least amount of sunlight, and it's the coldest day.
Yep. So that's all we have for the PM Talk Show. See you next time where we learn more cool facts. See everybody.
About
have
the
a nice
sun,
day.
moon, and stars.
Have a nice day, everybody. Woo, woo, woo.